Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Today we have here yam. Yes, I'm going to make yam fufu pot. Today we're going to cook okra soup. Let me take this yam because I have to pass this yam through the my juicer to give me smooth yam. Let me just bring this light in or look a little bit. Okay, we're going to cook. Cooking. Yes. Yes, we're gonna cook, my people. We're gonna cook serious okra. When I say serious okra, trust me, if you follow this recipe, you are never gonna be regretting this cooking. Alright? First of all, light the cooker. Add palm oil. This is about 2 cups of palm oil. Yes. And we are not going to bleach this palm oil because if I want to bleach it, I can burn it for some. I'm going to add this is tomatoes, plum tomatoes. I remove the skin. I just put this in hot water for 3 minutes, in the microwave for 3 minutes, and remove the skin. Yes, I always like to remove the skin. Put it inside this pot. Yes, it's okra soup we are going to cook, but normally we don't put tomatoes in okra soup, but this is different kind of okra soup. So we need that. And this is Scotch bonnet pepper. Yes. Please, if you don't have spice tolerance, because this is very hot, I have here about 6 Scotch bonnet pepper, but because of I'm using palm oil, and the palm oil is just going to make this not to be hot for me, because of I have a lot of spice tolerance. But if you don't have, just put 2. I'm going to add this now in these tomatoes. We don't bleach the palm oil. We don't let the palm oil to bleach because we need the red oil because it's okra soup. Normally, we the Sierra Leoneans, when we make this kind of okra soup, we don't put tomatoes. But this is the north of Ghana where I was living. They showed me this recipe and I never regret it. It's the best of the best. It's tasty, it's wonderful if you follow the way I'm going to show you how to cook this. And then in here, I have half a roots of fresh garlic and fresh ginger. Add it in this pot. The garlic is about 5 pods of garlic and half a root of ginger. Okay? Okay? Now, I'm going to add homemade seasoning. But you can put any seasoning. This is my prawns homemade seasoning. My dry prawns homemade seasoning. But you can put any seasoning of your choice. You can put Maggi. You can put any seasoning like this. You can put any seasoning of your choice. Because anytime I cook with palm oil, you can put any seasoning of your choice. But when I cook like with oil, I have to put different kind of seasoning. So add this into this, the powder into this. Yes. I'm not going to put any salt because of the fresh ingredients are salty already. I'm going to add the onions. Don't chop just chop the onions. Don't blend the onions. Yes. if I was going to make like a Nigerian stew, I can chop the onions, but because I'm not making a Nigerian stew, I'm not going to chop the onions. We don't need any water inside this pot. Please do not put water. The cover and the tomatoes is going to just release water to cook this wonderfulness. Okay? So now I'm going to add, this is my cow foot. If you don't eat cow feet, skip that. This is my pig feet. If you don't eat that, skip that. Okay? I'm going to add it now because it's already been boiled for about 1 hour. It's already been boiled for 1 hour. Yes. In the pressure cook. If you are not cooking it in the pressure cooker, you have to cook it more than 1 hour. This alone by itself is a stew. This alone by itself, you leave this to cook, it's a stew. You can eat this with rice by itself. But I'm going to cook okra. It's okra I'm going to cook this deliciousness with. Okay? And then I like this native garden eggs, but you can use any garden eggs of your choice, or you can skip this, but I like this garden eggs. And I'm going to put this like whole. It's already been washed, but I don't want to remove this stem, because if I remove this, if this go overcooked, it's going to be mash up, and I don't want it to mash up. And I'm going to add a fresh rosemary, but you can use dry rosemary. Yes. Making sure that you twist it so you can release the oils and the perfume on it. And put it like that. And I'm going to add these 2 Scotch bonnet pepper just in case. And then lemongrass, because I'm going to add fresh fish. I just want to bash this like this. I'm going to add, this is lemongrass. I'm going to add fresh fish. If I was not going to put fresh fish, I don't mind. I'm not going to, you don't need to add the lemongrass. But trust me, start your cooking with lemongrass, you will never regret it. When you cook with lemongrass with fish, it's very, very good. Because some of these ingredients, it doesn't make the oil to sit in your belly like that. You see how this look? Because the meat is cooked. The meat is cooked. So now I'm going to add, this is the fresh fish. I have fresh fish, sea bass. I have fresh prawns. I just got this today, very cheap. I told you people I normally do my shopping on Saturday. Sea bass, fresh prawns, fresh crab. I'm going to add this here, like this, all. And then I have already seasoned that fish and that crab and that prawns, half a teaspoon of salt. Why I season the fish with half a teaspoon of salt? Because I'm using fresh ingredients to cook this. I always tell my people, when you use dry ingredients to cook, you have to season overnight. But when you are using fresh ingredients to cook, you don't need to at all. You don't need to, because if you do that, you're going to overpower the cooking. The food is going to full of ingredients. You cannot taste the fish, you cannot taste the meat, the prawns. It's just going to taste horrible, because all these things, the crab and the fish, they have their own stock. Because the meat is overcooked already, it doesn't have any stock. That is why I put half a tablespoon. I just want this to be like this. So now let me just taste. The salt is enough because I have. So now I'm going to put in this because I'm going to remove, when the fish is steamed, I'm going to remove the fish and the prawns and the crab because I don't want them to overcook. So now I'm going to put like 3 cups of water. Please measure your water. Measure. Don't do like me. I've been doing this for long, so I know what I'm doing. Make sure you measure. Measure. I've been doing this for some time. This alone, in my country, we call this boiled soup. You can let this cook and you can eat it like that with rice. But because I'm cooking okra, these are the ingredients. Okay? So I have other 2 more ingredients to add into that. Let me just find it, found it, and find it. Right. I'm going to add a tablespoon, not full tablespoon. This is black pepper and white pepper mix. Yes. And trust me, I blend this myself because I don't like the white pepper and black pepper you buy in some of these shops. You don't know what they add there to make it plenty. So just buy the seeds. Buy the black pepper seeds and buy the white pepper seeds and put it in the blender. You blend it like this so it can give you the authenticness of the black pepper and the white pepper. I don't like the powder they sell because they normally sell the powder. You buy it. I don't like that. I like to make my own. It's just easy. Just buy those ones. So I'll make this cook now for, I'm going to take out the prawns because the prawns has changed color already. As soon as the prawns start changing color like this, take them out because I'm going to reintroduce them when I put the other ingredients. Even the fish, you see how the fish look like now? Yes. It's just to seal some of that tastiness to go inside the fish. Because like this fish, it takes about 3 minutes to cook. But because I'm going to reintroduce the fish after I put the okra and I put the spinach and then the basil. I'm going to put spinach and basil in this cooking. The only different ingredient I put in this cooking is the tomatoes. It's not different from all the other okra soup I normally cook, but it's the tomatoes. That's what's going to make the difference. Please just try this, and please don't forget to like and share. Support the moving train. So because I have a lot of delicious recipe. A lot of delicious recipe, my people. I just need your support. Yes, I just need your support. Yes. You leave this now. All this now because of those garden eggs to cook, the onions to cook, the tomatoes to cook. But you don't want cook your prawns and your fish for 2-3 minutes and remove it, and then later when you are adding the other stuff, now this is going to be like this. So this is going to cook now. I'm going to leave this to cook for about 20 minutes. You can, if you want to, you can up out and up in again because it's live cooking. I'm going to put this in the cooking. Let me show you. This is spinach washed already. Make sure you wash your spinach with vinegar vinegar. Make sure you wash your spinach with vinegar. Don't put salt, because if you put salt, it's going to kill the leaves. This is the spinach. I put a little bit of parsley and a little bit of basil, because it's going to give that perfume to the okra. The perfume smelling to the okra is going to give it that deliciousness, and that is going to be cooked only for 2 minutes. So you get all the nutrients. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover these pots, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this yam in a blender. I'm going to blend this, put this yam in a blender, so I'll come and show you how to cook this. I'm going to put this in a blender now and come and show you how to cook it. So you can cook your own fresh. You don't need to go and buy the powder or whatever. You can cook your own fresh yam. Fresh yam, put it in the blender. Let me get the blender out. Yes, I just need your support. Support me. Let me show you some food. Let's go. There's a lot coming. A lot of food are coming. A lot of recipe. A lot of recipe are coming. Yes, just like, comment, subscribe, press the notification bell. Whenever I'm up, you're gonna see me. Yes. Let me come and do this now. I just want to blend this so I can show you how to make your fresh yam swallow. This is done. Sorry about the noise. If anybody is there, sorry about the noise. For those of you who are going to watch this later, sorry about the noise. You know this is not edited video. It's I'm just going to show you now how to make your own fresh yam swallow. Just buy the yam and blend it, or sometimes put it in the juicer. Like for me now, I just use the juicer. Because you can put it in the blender, but the juicer is better because it's going to make it very, very soft. It's just going to make it very, very. Or sometimes if you want to use the blender also, you can boil it. Just boil it. When you boil it, it's going to give you that. Yes, just boil it. Boil it very nicely, and then you put it in the food processor. You get your own fresh pounded yam. The Nigerians call it pounded yam. Yes, it's going to give you very smooth swallow to swallow your fufu. Yes. Let me see what is happening here. Let's see what is happening here. See? The cover has released a lot of liquid. And the liquid I added. So this is going to go down. If I want this to go down, because of the okra is in the fridge, it's frozen. I don't want to take it out of the fridge, because if I take it out of the fridge now, it's going to be dark. So that is why, because it's frozen, I'm going to let this water to go down a bit before I come and add the okra. Because of the okra is in the freezer, if I come and add it now here, it's going to cut. It's not going to have the slime. It's not going to be slimy because there is a lot of water here, and then the okra is frozen. So let me just pass this one small, put it in the pot for it to blend one more time for the final cooking. Yes. So you come and see how it looks, the pounded, the yam I pass in the juicer. You come and see how it looks. This is fresh yam. This is fresh yam, so it's going to be fresh swallow. Okay? This is fresh yam. Sorry about the noise. It's all easy. Yes, it's ready now. Are you ready now? This is ready. I'm coming to show you how it looks. Yes. If you use the juicer, please do not throw the water. Do not throw the water, because I use the juicer. This is how, because I use the juicer. We don't want to throw that water away because it's the starch of the yam. It's the starch of the yam. Okay, now it's finally. Oh yes, it's so smooth now, it's unbelievable. So smooth. I want it very smooth. Yes, this is how we want it. It's going to be cooked. So you don't need to go and buy the powder, because why I don't like the yam powder too much. I have some, but sometimes it's got like a little bit of gritters inside there, like sand. It's got like a little bit of sand. Maybe where they put the cassava to blend it, or the yam to make it. This is how it looks. This is the yam. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt. If you want to use if you have a juicer, make it when it's fresh. If you have a blender, you see how this looks. This in my country we call this boiled soup. Yes. We call this boiled soup. Let me just taste a little bit again. Oh yes. Yes, we don't need any salt because of the pig feet is always salty. Let me. This burner is doing my head in. This burner is doing my head in. Every time I want to use it, I have to go ghetto because I don't have a lighter and I don't smoke. Please do not do this at home. I have to be very ratchet You see? So use like a paper to do it. Put this in the back and clean this a bit because you need a little bit. Put this here and add a little bit of salt. When I say a little bit, because when you are cooking rice or you are cooking this kind of stuff, you have to make sure that you think about the salt. When you are cooking this, you have to think about the salt. I'm putting like a half a teaspoon. Think about the salt which is in the sauce if you want to add salt in your cooking. See, this is just cooking like the way you cook fufu. This is the yam. This is the fresh yam. Yes, this is very, very good. Very healthy. Well, if you don't eat too much of it, because of it's yam. So, see, it's going to be the thing I'm going to swallow with this okra soup. This is what I'm going to swallow with this okra soup. It still got a lot of water. Okay? So we need that water to go down. Yes. If you follow the ingredients I show you, because sometimes people don't have patience to watch live cooking. But watch it. It's better when you watch it live. It's good than edited. When it's edited, it's very, very difficult for you to follow because some of the editing, it goes very, very fast. This is the okra. I've already done it the other day in the freezer. So that is why I'm not putting it there yet because of it's full of water. This is how you cook your thing, your yam. How you cook your yam. This is how you cook your yam. You cook it just like fufu, but this is more easier to cook than you cooking fufu because fufu you have to wait when it's changed. It becomes like a little bit brown. See. This is very, 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 very good, very tasty, trust me. If you follow this as I'm showing it to you now, you know, you follow this like this, like I'm showing it to you. You're gonna eat very, very delicious yam. Going to add a little bit of water. A little bit of water. When I say a little bit, like 3 tablespoons of water to loosen it a bit. It depends the consistency you want it. If you want it to be hard, it's gonna be hard. If you don't want it to be hard, just add water as you go. How you want it. But me, I like it when it's bit hard. Ooh, don't use your bad thoughts. See? You see? This is your yam. This is it. This is it. This is the best swallow for okra. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of water and leave it aside to cook by itself. Okay, let me reduce. No, I'm not going to reduce yes, I'm going to reduce the heat. Okay, reduce the heat, put a little bit of water In fact, I'm going to put it on the small side. This small side. So it can be cooking away. I'm going to cover it and cooking away and bring back this bad boy here. Sorry, the cooker is very messy around right now. But don't worry, my dear. Don't worry, it's going to be alright. It's going to be clean and delicious and nice. Yes, although my OCDC is kicking in, let me cover this pot. So this deliciousness, yes, cover it like this. Although the cover is very okay. So now okra, where are you? Here. The okra is going to go in this pot. Okra is going to go in this pot. Bear me, I'm coming. Bear me. I know it's out of sight, but it's not out of mind. Okay? Here. Go there. Okay. Right. I have to put this back in the back there. Put this back. Where is my okra? Let me smash it so you can please smash because it's frozen. Put the okra inside the box. Okay. Yes. So I have the okra here. I have the okra here in this pot. I have the okra in this pot. I just put like a half a cup of water. This is the okra. Was in the freezer, and this why I put half a cup of water to melt the ice, and then there's ice in this. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add my baking soda because I don't want that to overcook. Baking soda, where are you? I'm going to add half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. Please don't put more. If you put a lot of baking soda, it's going to be so dark. It's going to be so dark. This baking soda is going to cook this okra very fast because we need the crunchiness, we need the sliminess in this. That is why we add baking soda. Yes. Let me cover this now to cook. Alright. As that is cooking, where is the cover? Cover is here. I'm going to cover the okra and come back to the yam. It seems the yam is bits. Okay. Oh yes. Come through, yam. Oh yes. This is it. See? This is your fresh yam. We call this fresh yam. Fresh yam fufu. Fresh yam fufu. Fresh yam. Yes. Yes. If any Nigerian is following this, they're going to be swallowing a lot of saliva. It's a bit still hard. I like it a little bit soft. Sorry about my word, my vocabulary. I like a little bit soft, little bit of water. Just add the water according to how you like it. If you like it add, you're gonna stop adding. if you like it hard. But for me, I don't like it too hard. You see, this is doing its own thing here. Yes, that's cooked. Yum, 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 yum. I'm not going to add yet the fish and the prawns and the crab. No. I'm not going to add it yet. I still need that water to go down. Oh yes, okra, come through. Let me stir this away. Frozen. Frozen okra. Because you don't want this to overcook either. You don't want the okra, you need a little bit of crunchiness. Make sure to cook this about let's say 5-10 minutes. Let's say 5-10 minutes. Yes. Because there's not a lot of water in there. So you have to stir it periodically. 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 Oh yes. This, you can even eat this with this yam like this as it is now. But no, we still need the okra inside. Ooh, that's making me now feel so hungry. So hungry. Oh my God. Oh my God. My yam is doing its own thing here. My yam, I hope you can see it. You have to watch it though, because I add a little bit of water. You have to watch this. Yes. Yes. Oh yes. I think that water is enough now. It's enough. It's soft. It's making now softer. Yes. Yes, dear. My Nigerian people. And it's going to rise. Don't be fooled when you are making this. You go and put plenty, a whole yam. Don't be fooled, because this can rise. It can rise. You see? The small yam I make, you see how plenty this it look now? It can rise. So don't be fooled. You see? This is fresh yam fufu. This is fresh yam fufu. Well, I can't call it fufu. Well, I will call it fufu. Jamila, make up your mind how you want to call it. Yes. So, ooh. Oh my God. It's so sweet. It's so tasty. When I say sweet, I want a little bit softer. Oh, it's so sweet. It's so tasty. Sorry, don't watch the cooker. It's very messy at the minute. Oh yes. You see? This is the slime we want in this okra. You can't cook okra without the slime. It's not gonna work. We need the slime in the okra. So that is why you make sure that this water go down as much as possible. Let me just put that in the back because I need that water to reduce more. Yes. Let me put the big pot here. Yes, I need this water to go down as much as possible because I'm going to add this into it. See? This is how you cook. Follow the recipe, follow the ingredients, write them down. Yes, because this is live cooking. I've got edited videos. I have one to show you how you cook oxtail, the Jamaican way. Oxtail and rice and beans is going to be uploading tomorrow. I'm going to upload that dish tomorrow. You know, every end of the month, I'll upload one professional video. Every end of the month, I upload one professional video. Every end of the month, one professional video. Yummy, yummy, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Yummy, yummy, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Ooh, see? Let's give this okra another 2-3 minutes. Another 2-3 minutes is done. So now, what am I doing? Let me just wait when I put the okra here before I bring the spinach. Let me just add this protein. Let me add this. I'm going to add the fresh fish again and the crab. There's one prawns here. Come in here. Add this again. So now when I'm going to add the okra, I have to be very careful now because I want that fish to come out in bulk. I don't want the fish to, but I want the fish to soak in that lovely juice, and the crab and the prawns to soak in that lovely juice. Okay? Take this mess around. Okay. Are you ready now? Are you ready now? Yes. This is the yam. Ooh, because I add a little bit of water because I want a little bit soft. I don't like it because yam, when it's not soft, it can be a little bit chewy as well. And I don't want it like that way. I want it a little bit soft. So that is why I add a little bit of water. So it can have it soft. So I will leave it now. So now it's easy now to roll around. So easy now to mix. Ooh. You see that small yam I make is half a yam I make. You see how plenty it looks. So please, if you are not many in the house, don't put the whole yam. Or you can buy the smallest yam. Okay? Let me just leave it that way. I'm not going to cover this again because if I cover it, it's going to generate some liquid, and we don't want any more liquid in that pot. The only thing we want now is to tidy up here a little bit. This okra is done. Yes, it's done. Come off the heat. Because I don't like to blend my okra, see? I just like to use the spoon to roughen it a bit. Make it rough a bit, see? Like this, make it a bit rough. So now, before I add this okra here, I'm going to add my spinach. This is like parsley. This is basil. And this is baby spinach. Don't mind that you think that, oh, it's too much. No, it's not. It's not too much. As long as that heat gets into that, that's gonna shrink. Just gonna shrink, and you have to be careful now because we have fresh fish here. As soon as I'm just gonna force it to absorb all that juice, all that sweet juice of this wonderful okra soup. If I want to turn it the way I want to turn it, I have to take the fish off. Because I want that spinach to go in. Let me take the fish off. Because I don't want that fish to mash up. Me no want my fish to mash up. Me no want mash up fish. Me want whole fish. Me no want mash up fish. Here we go. So now I can stir as much as I like now for that spinach to take all the juice. Yes, we don't want that spinach to cook at all. We don't want that spinach to cook. As soon as that juice has take all that wonderfulness, like this, do it like this. We don't need anything to be cooked. That spinach, that basil, and that parsley to be cooked. Okay? So now I'm going to reintroduce this okra. Let me just make it to be a little bit. The more I stir around, the more it's going to be very, very, because it's well cooked now. It's going to give me that slime I'm looking for. Ooh, come through, okra. Now you know the okra is cooked. You know the spinach is cooked. You don't want a lot of heat anymore because everything here now is cooked. You're just going to stir around like that. Make sure that all that stew take on that okra. All that stew take on that okra nicely, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like that. Make sure you stir, you stir, you stir, you stir, you stir, you take up everything like this now. You see? And then now you can put the fish again, because we don't want the fish to be mashed. Yes. Okra soup. Give it a taste. Taste it. Ooh. Ooh. What a dish. What a dish. Don't make this now to boil too much because it's done. If not, the okra is going to cut. It's going to cut, it's not going to be slimy. The okra soup is done. Fire, go off. This is how you cook the tomatoes, okra soup. How you cook it. You can opt out if you want to. I'm gonna show you when I'm eating. So, oh yeah. Oh, thank you. Things are looking up today. I have 6 people up. I have 6 people up. It's only Jamila who is happy to see 6 people up. Only Jamila. Some people are happy to see 1,000. Me, I'm happy. I tell you, thank you for you to watch. I'm just making out my wonderful yam fufu. Fresh yam fufu. In fact, let me bring it to the higher place. Yes, because if you cook that now, If I could have put the okra directly into that pot, I have to cook it for more time, but I don't want the protein there to overcook. That is why I cook the okra separately. And when you're cooking the okra separately, just put half a cup of water. This is the yam fufu. This is the yam. This is fresh yam. When you buy the fresh yam, blend it. If you want to put it in the blender, boil it before you put it in the blender. But for me, because I use the food processor, it's more easy. You see, that small yam, this is half a yam. I buy like about like a kilo of yam. A kilo of yam, and I cut it into two. Because when you do it like this, become very bloated. See? And it's very soft to knead. It's not like fufu, because fufu now you have to put all your strength to do, but this is very soft like this. Because I like this, I like mine soft. Because don't forget, if you make it too hard, when you put it down, it's gonna be harder. So make it a little bit softer. So, you see? Ooh, did you see it? Put a little bit of salt. This is so tasty, so nice. It's so nice to swallow. Just leave it like this to be added a bit. Yes, it's done. Okra soup is done. I thank you very much. God bless you. Give me some likes. Press the notification bell whenever I come up with a new cuisine, because tomorrow you're going to see how to make the Jamaican, like the food I'm going to upload tomorrow, how to make the Jamaican oxtail and then rice and beans. That's the upload. That's professional, because every end of the month I'm going to share one professional video. But every day when I cook, I'm going to make sure I try to come up live to cook. If you cannot able to watch when I'm live, you can watch it later. You know, so support your girl. Support your girl. Today I'm so happy. I'm so happy 6 of you watch me cook live. You know, in that 6, maybe next time I'm going to have another one making 7. Next time I have another one making 8. Another one making 9. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. Little by little. I love this. Yes, take all my stress away. Take all my stress away when I'm cooking. Surely, when I'm cooking, I take all my stress away. All right, love you very much. God bless you all. Take care.